Hello everybody. I have a video here that I wasn't really planning on doing, but basically I was traveling through a town called Marshall, Michigan, and all it was, I was driving home and I happened to see that there was a Kmart that was open, and being that I used to work in a Kmart, whenever I see one that's open, I always want to stop. And I just want to point out, first of all, this movie sign here for the oil. If you buy this oil, you'll get a free ticket that expired over a year ago, so that's a good deal. But anyway, now that that's out of the way, I was basically, like I said, I was driving home and I just wanted to stop and see how this store was doing, because Kmart's, as you know, are not doing too well these days. So you never know how many of them are going to be around anymore, and you know how long they're going to be lasting. So I went ahead and stopped. I had my camera, which was actually my phone, on my cart as I was walking through, because a lot of people don't like being on camera, and that's understandable. So that's why it kind of looks very unprofessional, because I'm definitely not a professional. So I'm going to try to point out some of the things as I was walking through, and hopefully I'll keep it short. I don't know how long this is going to be, but first thing that I noticed is the place is completely dead. There's a handful of people in there. There's a few right there. But for the most part, I saw maybe 3 employees on the actual sales floor, and maybe a handful of customers. But anyway, that was pretty depressing. And this was on a busy Saturday afternoon, like 2 o'clock on a Saturday. So that's not good if you can't get customers in on a Saturday afternoon. Now, I start out here in the Patio Department, which was really well stocked. They had a lot of really nice stuff in there. And if you're looking for a metal beer sign, Kmart has you. There you go. That was actually a really random sign that they had there. But anyway, this is the doorway to the Patio Department, which I actually wanted to go out there, but I didn't even know if it was open, because the other doors were locked, and that had no sign on it saying, patio open or anything like that. So not good as far as advertising and getting people out to your patio department, which you'll see later on in this video. Their grills were really nice. And here's the electronic department. Yeah, I gotta say, it was really bad. Here's some DVD-Rs that I really didn't know existed anymore. And if you look on the right, there's a lot of headphone hooks that are just empty. They probably hadn't had stuff on them for years. They had a lot of Samsung stuff. Here's a lot of tablets they sell, but nothing was in stock. So what's the point? They look at all these Samsung TVs. And one thing I noticed, I thought, wow, they have a lot of TVs, but what they actually did is just spread them all out to make it look like they have a lot. So really they don't have a lot in stock. They just make it look that way like they do. Here's the prepaid phones. Those were all sold out. Nothing was in stock. And then their movie selection. I don't even know what to say. These are all like movies that are about 10, 15 years old. DVDs. They had absolutely no Blu-rays. I don't even think they sell Blu-rays. Yeah. And then basically the way it's set up is the electronics is also the appliances, I guess. Everything was just kind of mixed up in this corner of the store. It's kind of a shame, because when I used to work at Kmart, electronics was a big deal. Like, they had a really big electronics department. Probably like 10 aisles of just electronics, and it had its own register and an entire wall of TVs. It's not even close to what it used to be. They could do away with this entire electronics department, and I don't think anybody would even notice. There's more empty areas on the shelves, and basically when you head down this way, you start running into Mattresses. That's what that stuff is right there. And it was so confusing, because here's another aisle of DVDs. So you have electronics, mattresses, washers, dryers, and then DVDs. Now, these DVDs, I guess if you're a big fan of Reba, they got you covered. Which I'm sure no one's running in there to buy Reba DVDs. And you have laundry detergent. So I guess if you're gonna do laundry, watch Reba and then go to bed. This is where you need to be in the store, because they got everything there that you need to do all those things. Here is the outdoor department. I actually did finally figure out how to get out there. And what you're seeing, this is literally the entire selection of plants that they have. It was pretty weak. They had no like vegetables or anything really. They just had some bushes and a few flowers. And I thought maybe in the fenced area they'll have some, and no, this is all there was. Just a bunch of garbage and rusted old shelving and bags of dirt. So yeah, that was it. It definitely would not, and like I said, it's completely empty. This is sad because this was like a 90-degree sunny day on a Saturday. The garden and outdoor department should be filled with people, because if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, it's so crowded and that's where everybody is. This place was dead. No one was shopping there for any of this stuff. So as you walk through, it was just dark and depressing out here, and it was hot, and it smelled like you know what fertilizer smells like? That's what this smelled like. It smelled like someone just dumped a bag of fertilizer. It smelled really bad. So I was done. I thought, alright, I'm going out here, and then no, doors are locked. So I'm stuck out in this nasty, depressing garden outdoor area. So that was nice. So I was done with that. So I'm back in the electronics department, and I wanted to point this kiosk out. This is where you can order things that are not in stock. No, it wasn't on. It didn't even work. So that's unfortunate, which isn't surprising because the store that I worked at, it never worked there either. It just sat there for years. It was never even turned on. We don't even know if it was ever actually activated. I just wanted to point this out. Alright, you see this. $2 for a cube of 75 Kleenex, right? I was at Target today. They had theirs on sale for 89 cents. And normal price is like 99 cents. So, literally double the price. $2 for a little bit thing of Kleenex. Come on, Kmart. It's no wonder they're closing everywhere, because they just aren't competitive. I will point out, though, the pharmacy looked like it was still doing well, which is pretty surprising, because normally when a company or a store is struggling, the first thing to go is the pharmacy, and it doesn't appear that this store is having any problems at this moment. So I guess that's good for them. So I was actually done at this point. I was leaving, and I noticed there were a lot of people in line. That was nice. That was good. And they had a lot of checkouts open, which is surprising. The only problem I had, and this is not Kmart related, but I got stuck behind these two people who literally just... the reason I recorded this is because this is the lack of common decency, I guess. I don't know. I was like, hello, can I get through? She completely just would not move. I mean, and there were like 3 or 4 people behind me trying to get through. No one would move. So she finally moves her stupid fishing pole, and we start heading out. And if you notice, Little Caesars was still open. That was very interesting. Most of those were gone in Kmart. And the menu was actually current. They had all the current stuff that is on TV, advertised on TV right now, and there were a lot of people in there eating, so that was very surprising. So this is it. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I just wanted to document one of the last Kmart's still open, and happy Father's Day to everyone. Happy weekend. Have a happy summer if I don't make another video, but thanks for watching.